Good morning, YouTube. Today is the 11th of June and we've got a new, not a new moon, sorry, we've got a full moon tonight. So I'm going to do a full moon reading today, see what messages come out for you, this collective, and what energy is around you today, and potentially what you need to release around this full moon. Okay, so let's get into it. What is the energy? Whoa, sorry about that. Okay, so what is the energy around this collective for this full moon, 11th of June? I think this one's called the Strawberry Full Moon. All right, so I've got the Six of Pentacles. In reverse. So gifts, generosity, charity, donations, money, community, assistance and support. So maybe I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of like doing a spring clean. It's autumn here in Australia, but it's this feeling of like clearing out old stuff that you don't need anymore, whether it's emotionally or physically. Maybe you're doing a big clear of your wardrobe, getting rid of stuff you don't wear anymore, doing a big cleanup of your whole place. Because when I see donations and community, I'm feeling like perhaps you're doing actually a physical cull of things and donating things. And that's a big form of release, to like remove old things that you no longer need. But if you're donating them, then you're also helping others. It's this one. The Hierophant. So traditional institutions, traditional values, conventional, conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, knowledge sharing, social groups, education. So Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant. Two of Wands. So that's future planning. So again, if you're clearing out and you're giving, and when I see the Hierophant, I'm thinking of like church rummage sales and things like that, and like swap meets, you know what I mean? Like that's done through the church. So if you are doing a big clear out, maybe it could even be that you are planning to do some renovations, or you feel like clearing out your space is going to clear your mind because you want to allow new things in. So your future planning in your mind. Two paths, decisions, options, planning. Grass is always greener on the other side. Immigration, suddenly leaving, deciding to stay or go, waiting, anticipation, restlessness, detachment. Might even be that you're clearing out because you're moving and you're going to donate a lot of stuff because you're going to buy new stuff for wherever you're moving to. Six of Wands in reverse to confirm the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Failure, losing, disadvantage, disgrace, being hunted, ill will. Can I get one more for that, please? Page of Pentacles tried to come out, which is a new financial opportunity. Ten of Pentacles. So maybe what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling from that is that maybe this was initiated by something. So something that you felt like, I'm hearing this, so I'm going to say it. It's like, say if you have to move, and the move was initiated by something that wasn't a happy thing. Like you feel like, it might even be that you feel like you have to move, even though it's not a decision you actually made. Say, for instance, if you're renting and the owners decided to sell, or they didn't renew your lease, so you have to move. It's like that through that failure and having to start fresh, it's actually opening up this new beginning for you. So, and maybe it's also opened up these avenues of getting support from people that you wouldn't have even gotten support from if this hadn't happened. So it's almost like this failure has created a new beginning for you that's actually leading, because remember when I said future planning, you're making space for something new to come in. So this 10 of Pentacles to me is saying that this new beginning that you're clearing things out for is bringing in financial stability and something that you're not even expecting. The Hierophant. Please. So releasing fear, yeah. So this, to confirm the Hierophant, 2 major arcana as well. So the Moon in reverse is releasing fear, unveiling secrets, subsiding anxiety, truth, regaining composure, self-deception. So I'm looking more at the releasing fear and regaining composure. I think that whatever this clearing is in your life, the things that you're culling to make space for the new, it's like even though you don't know what's on the other side of this, you are welcoming change. And by doing so, you're bringing in this financial abundance. 2 of Wands. Anxiety. So still this is, the Moon in reverse is releasing anxiety. So I want to say that this has given you anxiety. So say, for instance, it is a situation where you have to move even though it wasn't your choice to. There's a lot of anxiety about that. Even packing and moving or finding a new place to live, getting settled in, all of that is quite, can create a lot of fear and anxiety. But it's almost like through that fear and anxiety, you're also trying to embrace like this fresh start. All right, let's get another one for the Moon and the Hierophant. Signs. So you're seeing signs. Oh, and by the way, for those who haven't been following me for a while, I have my situations deck and my tarot deck mixed together. Okay, so signs. For that to be under Hierophant and the Moon, I think that, again, how I said the fear and anxiety is there, but you're also seeing signs that this opportunity to move on or clear out this old energy is leading to something bigger for you. You're seeing things that are kind of reinforcing that feeling of something better is coming. All right, 2 of Wands and 9 of Swords. 8 of Wands in reverse. So returning from travel or holidays, restriction, bad timing, losing momentum. So it might have felt like it was bad timing. You might not have been expecting that you have to move, or whatever this is that you're having to move on from or clear out. It felt like inconvenient timing. But again, it's heavy on that, even though this thing might be inconvenient and it's causing you fear and anxiety, your angels are showing you that through this hurdle, this obstacle, new, better things are coming for you. And it's rushing in. So you're going to get mental clarity from this, but this is a big change. The Knight of Swords is about big change and opportunity. So this opportunity, while in this moment might feel like fear and anxiety, it's like around this full moon, release as much as you can, release that anxiety and that fear to allow this to change your life, move in a new direction, seizing the moment. Okay, so let's get a bit more information on this. Clarifying life situations, we'll get that deck. Okay, clarifying life situations. This is one of my new ones. Okay, more on this situation, please. clarifying. Let's clarify. All right, continuing on. Clarifying life situations. Can we clarify this situation, please? One last move. So I think maybe you are moving. So I think this move was not planned initially, and it's happened kind of suddenly. Again, like I said, if you are renting and they decide not to renew your lease, or they're selling their place, either way, and you have to move out, and you're clearing out a lot of things, and through packing up and the fear and anxiety around finding a new place to live, that sort of thing. You have come far on your journey. Keep going, and you will soon see what you have accomplished. Mountain of mastery. So when I see that, it's kind of like, it feels like a big mountain to climb, especially if, say, where I live in Perth, or just in Australia, probably it's a worldwide thing, but at least in Perth, finding somewhere to live is very difficult at the moment. The rental market's just horrible. So it might feel like this mountain to climb, but you will reach the top. So ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the Mastery Mountain pathway. It's something you can overcome. And as well, I'm just noticing how, so they're walking on the beach here, and it's like they're taking a step. So each step you take, you're getting closer to the top of that mountain. Grove of unity, okay? Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. So I've seen that as support of your community. And again, I brought up before about church and rummage sales and things like that. So maybe it doesn't have to be church, because you got the Hierophant, so traditional institutions, something that will give you support, whether it's government support or your church, something, or just the community around you. You might be getting support from them to help you through this move. And this is good for, the full moon is about releasing, because the new moon is at the beginning of a cycle and the full moon is the end of the cycle. So that's why people say on the full moon you release what you no longer need, and the new moon is when you try to manifest and welcome in new things. One last move. Duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos. So it feels like chaos right now, having to move your life again. But it's about finding the harmony within yourself, but also getting support. Whether it's support in the sense of actually people helping you to move, people helping you find a new place to live and helping you move, but also support, maybe mental health support. Mountain of mastery. Release and renew. Perfect. And this full moon's about releasing. Embrace the flow of letting go. There you go, to welcome renewal. So this new start for you. Release this old place and welcome in the energy of the new place, allowing new energy to shape your path. And what did I say? It's opening up this pathway for financial stability. Grove of unity. Roots of stability. There you go. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can blossom. And when I see roots as well, it's like I think of a family tree. So the support system, the traditional institutions, the community I'm seeing that. So utilizing that support and also grounding yourself and knowing you are strong enough to do this and move through this. But Pathfinder, finding your path, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career. Again, love and career. So it could even be moving to a new job. Revealing the direction to your soul, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So this is something your soul has signed up for. It's you're being pivoted onto the path that's bringing you to this stability. Okay, so let's see. What's that? Hidden futures. So what's the future of this, please? What is the future of this, please? If anything, this is just to reassure you that you can do this and you will start anew. Don't want to hear it. So maybe you're just feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. What lies beneath? Toxic, trash, throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. So to me, when I said at the beginning, you might be doing a cull, clearing out clothes or just getting rid of a whole heap of stuff, doing like a big spring clean, and you're going to donate it to, it's just things, I know it says trash, but it's just things that you don't need anymore that you're going to donate so that you can bring in new energy, clearing out the old to bring in the new. And perhaps the space that you are in, whether it's career or your home or both, is more toxic than you're realizing. And I think that will be a realization you have when you're settled into this new path, this new career or this new home. You'll get this burst of energy and this fresh energy, and you'll realize that this needed to happen because you are now on a new path. Okay. Okay, this is a really pretty card. Love story, once upon a time. So that's another thing. If you're moving or changing careers, whatever it is, the energy, and that came out under I don't want to hear it. So you at the moment, especially if you're feeling anxious and fear and overwhelmed by your current situation, whether it's moving, career change, whatever, it's like you don't want to hear about, new love coming in. But I want to say that I think that is something that is coming for you in the sense of when this new energy comes in. And that could be another thing, because love and career did come out in that other deck 2 times. So it might be a change of job. It could be that you're moving home. It could be that the new energy is a new love coming in. And it's like you don't want to hear it right now because you feel like that would be it. You'd feel overloaded. But this fresh energy that is going to come in from this will give you a renewed sense of vigor in your life. Toxic. And I want to say as well, if you feel like your relationships have been toxic in the past, it's like you're kind of a bit closed off to love at the moment, but you need to release that fear. Kicked to the curb. So maybe in the past you felt like you were. And as well, if you are moving, it might be that you have to move out of a place you shared with someone. Maybe you did get kicked out, either by the people that own the place or the person that you live with, like a roommate. Trash. So if it is that you have a roommate and they're kicking you out, or the lease is coming up and they're not going to renew it, or you live with someone that you were in a relationship with, and I really feel heavily around that this is a moving situation and possibly a career changing situation. But either way, you're either feeling like the situation was toxic and you're being either kicked out, or it's just like you're not, if the lease isn't being renewed, then you're feeling kicked to the curb with this card. But either way, you're either seeing it as toxic, or you will realize in this new energy, once you've moved and you're all set up, all these good things that are coming in for you, and that needed to be released and needed to change because it was keeping you stuck where you were. Trash. Red lipstick stains, that's interesting. To confirm trash. This is a new deck, so I'm getting used to these. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out, red lipstick stain. So yeah, it could be. Could be that you were kicked to the curb, you found something out and it was a toxic situation. You didn't want to know about it. It overwhelmed you, but you're needing to move on from it. And by releasing it, you're going to invite new energy in. It's going to set you on the right path. Okay. Let's get some more information on this love story, and then we will see the outcome. We'll see the outcome of this. My Wi-Fi is so bad here. Okay. Time Island Wellness. What is this love story about? And then we'll get what the future is of this move for you, whether it's career or you're moving home, having to move. But either way, it's heavy on the releasing this situation so that you can invite new energy in. Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. I'm looking at that moving on, especially because we're talking about moving. All right, this love situation, that's too many. But clock flipped over, so we'll keep that. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. So you're making progress through this situation that you've been through, and you're actively trying to have a positive mindset and live in the moment and not be bogged down by it. Love story. Healthy choices. So not only will this change and this new energy create healthy choices, but you're actively making healthy choices by spending time with friends, understanding that it takes time to heal and giving yourself grace for that, living in the moment, having fun, looking after yourself. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So again, this might be not something that you want to hear, but that's to confirm girl talk. So maybe the person you were in a connection with and you were engaged to, but you've been spending time with friends and trying to be happily single since this engagement. But if it's something that's coming into your future, you might feel, stabbed in the back. So I want to say you were engaged to this person, or you were in a long-term commitment, and you've needed time to heal, but you've been spending time with friends, making healthy choices, trying to be happily single and move on, and giving yourself the self-care and self-love that you need to move on from this heartbreak. And when I see deception and shocking attack, when you had that, was it red lipstick stains, I want to say that there was a betrayal here that you had to move on from. So whatever caused the ending, the betrayal, the deception, the shocking attack, you've been actively spending time healing on this. Healthy choices. 2 for that. Endings bring new beginning. beginnings. And you also got keys on a ring, which is about a one-night stand. So I think that just confirms that there was a betrayal here, and you have been actively trying to move on from this situation, and now is a good time with this full moon to release it. It's not saying that it's going to get rid of the hurt feelings completely, but it's almost like doing those little rituals can really help you move on. So it's like if you write things down and burn it and say, I release this energy, I'm no longer going to let it keep me down. That's part of healthy choices. That's part of self-love and self-care. So maybe that's a suggestion for you to do tonight. Write down all the things that have caused you pain or that have been toxic, and write them down to be like, this isn't going to control my life anymore, and I release it, and either burn the piece of paper or whatever you want to do with it. Because this keys on a ring for me confirms the betrayal. And you've got golden mirror on the bottom, which is about someone being narcissistic. So it was a one-sided relationship and they betrayed you, and you've been trying very hard to do things to help you heal and move on from that situation. So that's good. So I think tonight with this full moon, do some kind of full moon ritual to release that horrible energy. And let's just get some messages on the future of this move, I suppose. Actually, I'm going to get this deck into an oracle. The future of this new energy, please. Endings bring new beginnings. Anchor, stability. Number 35, you might be 35. Also number 9 could be significant, a birthday or something. Stable, enduring, solid, steady, restrained, secure, persevere. You've definitely been persevering. Willpower, long-lasting, persists, advantage, and fortitude. So you've built strength, and not strength in the sense that you've put up walls where you're never going to allow new love in, but you've grown from this situation. And you're working on your stability. 22, crossroads. So journey, multiple choice, travel. Maybe you're planning a trip. Free will, opportunity, weighing the options, decide, independent, and road trip. So that's heavy on the travel. So maybe, but as well, crossroads. So you might be feeling at this in-between stage, where it's like you're trying to make decisions for yourself and you're kind of in two minds about different things that you want to do, or even if it is travel, places you want to go, maybe with friends. But again, this is why we're doing this reading for this full moon, things to release. So it's more like saying, universe or my angels, whatever is meant for me is meant for me, and I welcome in new positive energy to help whichever way I'm meant to go. I trust that you will guide me in the right direction. Okay, stalemate, standoff, no way out, non-committal, holdout, delayed tactics, blocked, refusing to compromise, opponent, competition. I want to say that this is the person that you were in a connection with, that if they were to come, or if they are kind of still in your life in some capacity, I want to say that you're standing strong in your convictions. You're not letting this person back in. You're refusing to give them another chance. It's like you know that the door needs to be closed on that situation. Anchor. Dolphins, peace, harmony, helpful. Again, community. Dolphins makes me think of community because they are in like a pack. I can't remember what it's called. Effective communication, playful, humor, fun, in tune with others, collaboration, joy. So through this, you're going to Queen of Water, so you might be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But either way, you're going to you're gonna have this joy again in your life, and that's perfect.